Hello, welcome to this, a little apartment refresh, life reset, statement of intent of a vlog. Those of you who've been here for a while will be familiar with my statements of intent that don't really go anywhere, but this year's different. I can feel it in my bones. I set intentions this year. Me and Chloe were at the solstice and we put pomegranate seeds in a pot. So I've been in this flat for over a year now. Can you believe that? And I think that is prime time for a little reset. I always like changing rooms around. I think what I've got at the moment is pretty good. I think the lounge area is divine, especially in the nighttime when I've properly cleaned everything and it's got all the candles lit. It's just, but the only way I could describe the rest of it is like a temporary quality. Like my bedroom is just there. When I moved in, I put things in the cupboards in the kitchen and left them there and kept being like, oh, I'll sort them out in a bit. And then I didn't. And because of being the start of the year, taxes, invoices, freelance life, I can't like go out and splash the cash on new furniture and pictures and all the bells and whistles. I don't think bells and whistles is really the vibe of this flat. What it means is just being smarter about what we already have, using the space better and seeing what it does. Are we going to achieve full zhuzh in this video? No, we are not. But that doesn't mean we can't begin, because the most important step is the first one. Is that a phrase already, or can I trademark that and put it on merchandise? I could sell fridge magnets. I need to make a lot of money this year. Cost of living be damned! And there is no time like the present. I think to begin, we need to just give everything a quick blitz, not a deep clean, just put things away, get shipshape and see where we're at. So, first things first. And now second things second, I'm gonna look around and decide what we're gonna do. And then I think I've earned a little rest, and then to get to work. It occurs to me that in all this time, I haven't really given you a flat tour. Even on Instagram, I show bits and bobs, but I've never given you the full vibe. So here we go. This is the lounge area. This is where I like to lounge and watch things. Frasier. This is the kitchen. This is the bedroom. It is a room with a bed in it. And I'm really happy with it. It's a dinky little unit. That's kind of the reason I wanted it. And I have furnished it with thrift. I obviously brought the furniture I had with me, but of the stuff I have bought, we have this sofa, which I got a smashing deal on, by the way. And then the only other thing I bought was this TV bench. The rest of my furniture came from the bin room. What do I mean by that? Well, in my building, we have a place where we put all of the rubbish and the recycling, and people just put furniture there. And I saw stuff in the bin room, and I was like, can I have this? So I left it there for a couple of days and it was still there, and then I just started taking it. And then it became a bit of a compulsion. This Kallax unit is from the bin room. This plant pot from the bin room. This chair from the bin room. This side table from the bin room. These bar stools from the bin room. This bedside table from the bin room. This little occasional table from the bin room. And most importantly, Darth Vader from the bin room. Right, so that's helped to refresh my head a little bit, and I think what we're gonna do is do some furniture moves. This ladder shelf I got from Habitat about 5 years ago. I think you can actually see me getting it in the first episode of Aspects. Originally what was there was this table. One of the other things I really wanted to make this year was a bar cart. But as I've noticed my funds are dwindling, I can't really justify going out and buying more stuff. So what I think I'm gonna do is move this shelf over into that corner, and then I'll put this back to where it originally was, upcycle this and turn it into the bar cart at some point in the future. Now, on a day like today, I can sort of get lost in my dance and get carried away and forget to do things like eat, which is why I'm tremendously grateful to let you know that this video has a sponsor, and it's HelloFresh, ladies and gentlemen. I've actually been using HelloFresh since I moved in here because my job is very ad hoc, which means that I'm often either here for like 3 or 4 days at a time, or I'm constantly on the move and I could be out from first thing in the morning till last thing at night, and I don't really have time to meal plan and go to the shops and do all of those things, and if I'm not careful, I fall into habits. You know this about me. And HelloFresh really helps with that. You open the box and it comes with exactly what you need for the recipes, which has also meant I found I had no food waste, which is something that I've been incredibly conscious of. It does mean fewer trips to the bin room, but I won't hold that against them. So when I do have a day like today, when I am busy and I am going into my dance and I'm not really paying attention, and before I know it, the sun is coming down and it's towards the end of the day, it's comforting to know that I have fresh, healthy food ready to go. I can say, right, time to cook, get the recipe card, get all the ingredients out, start cooking, and have a really nourishing, delicious bowl of food. The other thing is there's a lot of choice with HelloFresh, so you can have it to serve more people, you can have more meals or fewer meals. If you know you're gonna be away from home, you can pause the delivery and get it a week later. There are so many different recipes to choose from, recipes from all over the world. There's street food, there's premium recipes if you're feeling a bit fancy. Genuinely, I've really enjoyed using it for the past year or so I would highly recommend you give it a go. There's your little QR code. Follow that or use the link in the description to get 60% off your first box and 25%, get this, off your next 8 boxes. And why don't you tweet me a picture of the recipes that you've made? I'll sometimes post about them on Instagram and have people reply being like, I've made that one too, isn't it delicious? And what better time than this February when I'm trying to reset for you to reset as well. Speaking of reset, I'm gonna clean those shelves.
That works there, doesn't it? Adds a little sort of framing device to this. I could even make a little gallery wall up here. At some point I would like to replace bin room Calax. But you know what, I mean, it does the job. It's quite nice. The downside is where it was, there's sort of black marks from it rubbing against the wall. It is a thing, it's happened everywhere that I've put it. Is it just gonna be a case of painting when I leave?
See, the other thing is, about styling, is I try and again create that levels. Minimalism is clean lines, Japandi is clean lines and natural materials, but I also have stuff, so I'm trying to find that blend of cozy, hugger, comfort, while also maintaining the clean, straight lines everywhere else. And I think when you style a shelf, it's important to have levels and little groups of things. This one has always been cluttered. And I even try and create levels when, can you see that third shelf? Yeah, you can. When I put like books and stuff on there. These are my vaguely academic books about film, what I used to write my dissertation. So I'll put like, there'll be a batch like that. We'll take this batch, which is slightly larger, and those will go flat. So we create the different levels and then we put that on there, and again it's like a group of things. I don't know, I'm trying something, we'll see.
That was quite heavy to take up. These are all right if you did. I mean, I guess not. You need a bit of a big clean or a reupholster, but fundamentally they're okay. A mirror cracked from side to side. Little slide. You never know when you need a slide. You just never know. This I can't understand. I have no idea what this is. Is it supposed to be a table? Is it like an island? It's too high for basically anything. Oh, I think maybe they came with this. An alternate lectern for Liz Truss, perhaps.
It's in place. I think I'm quite happy with it. I've done a little sort of basket situation on the bottom, a Susan Sondheim book with a vocal steamer on top, so if someone comes over and they see it, it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. I sing sometimes. And now I am ready to move this to there. Not a massive jump, but there's a lot of stuff on it that I need to clear off, and then since I'm doing it, I might as well get all my kitchen stuff out and take stock and see where we're at and see if there's a better way of me putting everything back in. Let's see then. Hoover is shit. Like, it's not shit, it's fine. In fairness, it was like 60 quid when I moved in, but I wanted one of them sharks. I don't know if I'll ever be the kind of adult who is financially solvent enough to be able to spend 250 quid in a Hoover. I'd like to be, so until then, I'll just settle for getting most of the dust. Don't you think that looks decent-ish there? I think so. Once I've painted it and stuff, I think it'd be quite nice. I'm thinking white on the legs and this bit, and then sort of on the top to match that. And look, it just fits so neatly in this little hole. It's like perfect. Look at that. Okay, yeah. Right, I think I'm ready. Hey guys, this is a video I really never thought I'd have to make. I've known there are some rumours and I think it's important that I do address them, and before I really dive into it, I just want to say I am sorry to any people or brands whom I may have hurt. Last night, after I did the work, I decided that I deserved a silly little rest, and then that rest carried on into the evening, and then I went to bed. I do feel a sense of shame. You know, I'm not making any excuses, I just sort of sat down and I have a really comfy couch. I know that you've put a lot of faith in me to finish a task, and I want you to know I hear you and you are valid, and I respect you, even if my actions suggest that I don't. But I think it looks quite nice over there, doesn't it? Also, I do have a lot of booze. I've just realised this. So I've obviously got all of this stuff that was out already, but then I have this. I don't know if they can all fit on the table. I might have to start drinking. I definitely have a little batch here that I want to make a cocktail with. I have a little pre-made Negroni kit that I can Spagliato. I've been saying Negroni Spagliato with Prosecco in it so often that it's now corrupted and it's stopped being Emma Darcy and it's actually become Voldemort. A Negroni Spaliato with Prosecco in it! And then this is the weirdest one I've got, which is a cactus fruit liqueur that my friend Laurie got me from somewhere. I don't think I've even opened it. Should we do that now? Oh, that smells like sweets. Who knows what I'd put that in? If you've drunk this before, if you're from the place where she got this, which I want to say is a Canary Island, but might just be Malta, it was Malta. If you've drunk this before and you have a recommendation for like something I should mix it with, whether or not it's meant to just be sipped on its own, please drop it in the comments. In the meantime, I just want to show you what I've got to deal with. When I talked about resetting my kitchen, this is one cupboard which just has stuff in it. I have no idea, I just kind of bashed it in. And then I don't really want to talk about this cupboard, because this cupboard is, if I want to get one thing, it causes an absolute nightmare. And this cupboard goes in and all the way round down there. I don't know how to organise. That's why I keep putting it off. I just want you to know that I will try. Ha! So thank you for watching. Let me know how your resets are going. Don't forget to like it if you like it, and I shall see you very soon. Love you loads.